The universe today seems obsessed with selling me hoodies and t-shirts. That's cool, I guess. All right, after a disruption by hackers, the THORnews fundraiser blast bonanza continues. Video number 5 for today. If you'd like to make a contribution to THORnews to keep me up and running, I got a snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, CashApp, a Patron, and a whole lot of love for you. Now let's go to the science story. It's a good one. I think now scientists are sort of saying what I was saying way back in the day is that like there's probably there could be an Earth inside of like Neptune, possibly even Jupiter, maybe even Saturn. So I don't know if you ever read the Bible, but there's that part where like there was a firmament or a layer above the Earth that broke, and that's what caused the giant flood. So it's like if you had a giant liquid layer over the earthly layer, that would cause a major flood. And so if the big water balloon thing popped, then you'd have like an Earth inside. Does that make any sense, or did I explain that crappily? And so like the shells of the moons of Jupiter, possibly even Saturn, could be the same thing, where underneath that there's an actual Earth-like planet. Who knows, man? But this is talking about a new class of exoplanets can shrink from Superneptunes into Superearths. Mighty planets can be whittled down, leaving behind only their rocky cores, becoming nothing bigger than Superearths. It's kind of like when they asked Michelangelo how he sculpted the David, he said, well, I chipped away everything that wasn't David. Did I screw that quote up? I don't know. While astronomers had long suspected that this could happen, a new study reveals that it can occur in as little as 1 billion years. The largest planets in the solar system, and indeed the galaxy, are mostly gas and ices, hydrogen, helium, water, ammonia, and so on. They likely do have rocky cores, though buried deep under all those suffocating layers. And all those layers can persist essentially forever unless something blows them away. Sorry, I got distracted by the people giving people butterflies. You know, so it's kind of like the story where the planet is the box and the little planet inside is like the butterflies. Surprising someone special. Though this story is basically saying that like Neptune can shrink into an Earth or a big Earth. But I'm thinking that there could be just like a water layer around it and that the Earth is already there. Astronomers had long thought that if a giant planet, say something in the Subneptune class of almost Neptune-sized worlds, were subject to enough radiation from its parent star, eventually it would lose its atmosphere, leaving behind only its rocky core, in this case, so-called super-Earth. But they didn't know how long this process could take. It could be that within the entire history of the universe, there simply hasn't been enough time for this process to play out. I don't know, man. I think planetary processes can happen a lot faster than they think. But combining two surveys gives a potential answer. The first survey is the Kepler mission, which found thousands of exoplanets orbiting other worlds, including Subneptunes and Superearths. The second survey is the Gaia mission, which mapped those same stars and many, many more, providing precise measurements of stellar properties, which can be used to estimate their ages. So it's like the Neptune would be the caterpillar, and then the Earth would be the butterfly. The result is a new study appearing in the Astronomical Journal of the subset of stars that host large planets close to them, where the average amount of starlight can be up to 150 miles what the Earth gets. Older stars tend to host smaller worlds. And the younger the star, on average, the more likely it is to have a large subneptune. The older the star, on the other hand, the more likely it is to have a smaller super-Earth. While astronomers have long predicted that planets should shrink in size as they age, we did not know whether they can occur over timescales of billions of years. Well, we do now, says University of Hawaii astronomy graduate student Travis Berger, who led the study. The fact that we see planet sizes change on billion-year timescales suggests that there is an evolutionary pathway where highly illuminated subneptune-sized planets transition to become super-Earth-sized planets. Like I said, from Neptune caterpillar to super-Earth butterfly. And it's a beautiful story. Our universe is filled with magic and mysteries that we will probably never know the answers to, but it's fun to think about. All right, thus concludes Chapter 5 of today's bonus fundraiser bonanza of THORnews. If you guys would like to help, if you can, chip in to keep me up and running, I got that snail mail, PayPal, Venmo, CashApp, Patron. Now only $696 left to go. But thank y'all very, very much. You guys are super awesome and incredible. Man, the future's crazy, ain't it? Thank you very much to Cheryl, Alien Girl, Sandra, Barbara, Thomas, Caleb, Texas Angel, Mike T, Alexis, Lauren, Richard, Barbara, Scott, Glenda, Arnica, Lightsoul, Dan, Marlita, Lisa, Daryl, Brian, KJ, Max, Laura, Donald, Pete, Joe, and Ellie. Y'all are awesome. Everybody stay cool. I think I'll be talking to y'all in the near future. Peace out.